Yo, what up, YouTube? 502 King Power here, coming to y'all with another video. So, this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to comment on another video I seen on YouTube, which I normally don't get into the social commentary too much, you know, talking about what's going on and celebrity news and all this shit. But I seen an interview with Lil Mo earlier, right? And the title of the interview said Lil Mo discusses opens up about toxic relationships and her drug use and all this. So I clicked on it. I watched a little bit of it. I will not say that I watched that entire hour video. I cannot sit there and watch somebody talk about bullshit for an hour. Let's be honest. But I did take some good points from that video, and I wanted to touch on it in my video. So, you know, at the beginning of the video, she talks about how basically she dates this boxer dude, whatever. He's abusive to her, spits on her, beats her up, like threatened her family. And I, in no way, shape, or form, think that that was cool at all. If he did do that, it's fucked up. I'm going to say that from the jump of this video. But I also, while she was talking, I heard her say a lot of things about him, and I noticed certain ways in, you know, her movements, and, you know, how she was coming across with her emotions. I'm like, man, this is not a completely healed person either. You know, this is not a person who is just a completely innocent person in this situation. And me knowing how relationships works, you know, you can't say I'm in a toxic relationship with a toxic person and you also not be a toxic person as well. Toxic attracts toxic. You have to be putting out some kind of trait, some type of something that's making somebody think that you'll even fuck with them. Like, to be honest, if dude was doing all that, she shouldn't even have been messing with him in the first place. It's a point in the interview where they said, you know, was it abusive at the beginning of the relationship? And she said, yeah, but not with me. So it just lets you know that she was not a person who was in her right mind herself. She was not in a good place with herself to even knowingly want to deal with an abusive person. But I digress from the point of this video. What I want to say is, you, again, toxic attracts toxic. So to be with somebody toxic, you also have to be toxic. There was points in the interview where she said that she was on drugs. She admits to being on Percocets and different pills. And she also said that she had been married 3 times before this man. I believe he was maybe her 4th husband. I don't know. I don't know the whole history there, and I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Keep it 100. So she says she was married, and she even also says, you know, what is it about your spirit? She's like questioning herself at this point. She said, what is it about your spirit that just attracts worse and worse? And I think that's a great question to expound on in this video. You know, in order to have a healthy relationship, you have to be a healthy person. You can't be a toxic person. You can't have all these things wrong with you that you refuse to fix with yourself, and then you want to find somebody else out here who's just going to be a perfect person. No, you're going to attract the type of energy that you're putting out into the world. You know, I look back on relationships in my life, man. I had a lot of relationships, a lot of different girlfriends and stuff growing up. And the earlier ones, like, for a long time, I had no drama, like 0 drama from any of them. And then back to back, just drama, drama, drama. And, you know, some people will look at that and say, okay, well, you just had some drama-filled women, you know, times change, whatever. No, I look at it like something changed with me. Something changed in my mentality to where, you know, I go from 0 drama to drama, drama, drama. You know, I have to be searching for it at this point. If it was one person, I could blame it on that. If it was 2 people, I could say, 3 people. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at the mirror, man. And I think that's one thing that Lil Mo really didn't want to do in that interview. You can go back and look at it. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom to the Breakfast Club interview she was on this morning. But it's just like, you have to be able to look in the mirror. You have to be able to look at yourself and say, what am I doing wrong to attract these people into my life? Everybody, you can't just say, oh, they toxic, they toxic. No, y'all two was toxic together. They were doing something toxic, you were doing some toxic shit, and y'all stayed together for whatever reason. Y'all didn't think it was anybody else better out here in the world than y'all 2 toxic people being together. And I think The people, of course, are not naturally toxic. It comes from shit that you have not worked out in your personal life. You know, if you're dealing with different stresses, anxieties, addictions, any kind of emotions that you haven't fully come to terms with, there's no way that you can just hop off into a relationship and think that this shit's gonna be cool. Like, if you with somebody and then you're going through something that's different, but you can't go into a relationship a broken person and then expect for somebody else to fix that brokenness within you. All you're gonna do is reflect that onto them. They're gonna reflect it back onto you, and y'all gonna be inside this toxic ass relationship. I'm gonna give y'all a few little things I wrote down here just on how you can find and build better relationships, because I see a lot of people saying, you know, men's like, a lot of women saying men's like this and men saying women's like this, and man, it ain't set up for us to go to war with each other. I'm gonna be honest. It's set up for us to build together. For us to build together, not to use each other and blame each other and do all that spiteful, hateful shit, man. It's for us to build with each other. So if you can't build with somebody, then move on. But I'm gonna tell you, before you can build with somebody, you gotta work on yourself. So number one, love yourself. Treat yourself good. That means eating good, exercising, you know, getting out and getting some fresh air. Don't sit inside the house on fucking Facebook and Twitter and Instagram all day. Like, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself pep talks. I mean, just, you have to show yourself that love before you can ever expect it from anybody else. Also, shed bad habits and replace them with healthy ones. So it's not enough just to shed your bad habits. You have to also replace those bad habits with healthy habits that are going to bring positive things into your life, positive people into your life. I mean, it's very important, man. It's a lot of things I look back on. I'm like, man, why was I stuck in that rut? Why was I stuck in that rut? You know, that mess, whatever happened. I'm just thinking, like, how did I get myself into this? And a lot of the times it just comes from your mind. It comes from you thinking that you can't do this, or you just not putting forth the mental effort to do something, man. Anything can be kicked. Any bad habit can be kicked. Any good habit can be picked up. It 100% starts in your mind. You know, a lot of times, and I'm gonna hop off of this here. Hold on. I'm gonna hop off of this real quick because I want to interject something else. Man, love, self-love, love that you give to other people, it is about sacrifice, man. It's about what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to do? You know, when we look at you don't even have to be a religious person, but when you look at the story of the Bible and you hear about how Jesus gave his life on the cross, that's the ultimate sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice. So when you read the Bible and it's telling you to love as Jesus loved, it's telling you to sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? You can't hold on to your toxic traits, man, and then think that you're gonna get good shit into your life. It doesn't work like that. It's just not the way the life works. You have to change. You have to constantly evolve, constantly move. Because if you stay stuck, you're going to stay stuck in your circumstances. And your circumstances don't get better when you stay stuck. They just get worse and worse and worse. So I hope somebody watches this video, man. I hope somebody takes something from this video that they can implement into their life, man. Don't get caught up in that he's toxic, she's toxic shit, man. Just do what you can do to improve your life. Do what you can do to make sure that you're a better person. Do what you can do to put out positive energy so that way that positive energy will be received back by you. And hopefully one day you meet a great person. Quit fucking around with these fuck boys, man. And these women that don't care about you. You got to worry about yourself. Treat yourself good. You treat yourself good, you'll notice that the people around you treat you a hell of a lot better, man. That's just something real quick. I just had a few notes written down, and I kind of went off topic, but it is what it is. I know I love y'all. Please continue to like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. And to the people who leave the comments down there, I read every last one of them. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all support. It's 502 King Paul. I'm out here.